mission accomplished. Oops! I know, I'm ambitious today, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I am ambitious or just not smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's correct that. More fibers. Welcome to my Tuesday, and you know how we start the day, right? Let's go.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Yes, mission accomplished. Gym done. Oops. Okay, come back here. Okay, time to go home, take a shower, and start the day officially.
Had a way to make it work and find another route. Yeah.
We definitely have a fun day ahead. I don't know if you can see, there's this discreet posted here saying yogurt, which means I shouldn't forget to make yogurt. And I just reminded that, oops, before making the yogurt, I have to make space because the container I use for the yogurt maker is with cheese right now. I made cheese a couple of days ago. Oh, I'm loving making cheese at home. So good. It's so delicious and it's healthy. Speaking of the day, I'm gonna make yogurt. I have to finish the dry tomatoes from yesterday. I hope you watched the latest vlog when we started making them. I think I'm going to the grocery store because I want to buy tomatoes to make tomato sauce. I ran out of them. I know, I'm ambitious today, right? What I was thinking. I only have 24 hours. I have to remember that sometimes. Are you like me? Let me know in the comments. Sometimes we just forget that the day has only 24 hours. I don't know. Anyways, where should I store this cheese? I think this will do it. Small ones. I can put in different containers if I only had the lids. As you can see, I'm a very organized person. Let's get this out of the way and then I solve the problem of the lids. This was my second time making cheese, so I still have a lot to learn and I plan to try different recipes, different types of cheese because we eat a lot of cheese here and it's always a good idea to make our food at home instead of buying them processed. By the way, if you're new here, nice to meet you. I'm Luciana Couto. I don't like to tell you what to do or what to eat. I like to share my routine with you. I like to share my life, my daily life with you so you can be inspired to try new things. I'm here to inspire you to live a healthier lifestyle. Change of plans. I was thinking about making the yogurt this morning, but I just realized that I don't have enough milk. Actually, I think I do, but probably my husband will want to drink milk when we come back from the gym. He makes a whey protein shake for him, so I don't wanna mess with his schedules. I think he will need the whole milk we have. Let's move to the other task, which is finishing the dry tomatoes that I started yesterday. If you watched the vlog yesterday, you saw that I started with 140 Fahrenheit for 5 hours, and it was not enough. I felt it was not completely dried. I raised the temperature to 150, left them here for 3 more hours. It was already night. I went to bed and they stayed here drying, and this morning I found them, I wouldn't say perfect, but I think they are decent, right? They look like dried tomatoes. And now comes the fun part. You are afraid that it could be a waste of olive oil, if you leave the tomatoes for a few days here, you are going to get infused olive oil. So I'm gonna reserve this oil and use in my recipes in the future. So I have my coffee, I can start work. I have a few writing sprints and editing sprints as well. So I'm gonna get it done now in the morning, so I have time to do all the other things I have planned. Because as I said, I don't know if I am ambitious or just not smart, thinking that I can do all of those things. Or maybe we can use the word crazy. I like that one. Now, time to go to the grocery store to buy a few things so we can continue with our day. Quicker than I thought. I got these herb plants because a few vlogs ago I showed that I kind of, how can I say, I had this, do you remember the name of the brand's name of that box? Could it be Aero Garden, or this is another brand?
I think it is Aero Garden. Yeah.
Maybe it's Aero Garden or another brand with similar concept. I have this kitchen garden. You only need to put water and you have to buy the props from them. And because of this light, this special light, the things would grow in the kitchen, no matter if your kitchen has any light coming. So it works, it's great, but you can only use their props. So a few vlogs ago, we opened the box and we kind of adapted so I can use any types of herb plants, and it worked fantastic. I have a basil plant there that actually grew a lot, so I bought 2 other ones. I bought rosemary and parsley, and hopefully I'm always gonna have fresh herbs to use for my cooking. And besides that, I got milk, lactose-free milk, but as I always say, you don't need to worry about any milk is good. If you're not intolerant to lactose, buy regular milk. And I got bananas because every time I go to a grocery store, I have to buy bananas because I don't know how many bananas he eats per day, because every time I go, I ask him, do you need something? He always needs bananas. He's a monkey, I think. And so I got oregano because I used it all I had. Chili flakes, I need it as well. Oh, and the tomatoes for my tomato sauce. I couldn't find organic tomatoes, but it is what it is. Before we continue with our day, let's have lunch. And of course I have my lunch ready because I cook double every night. Oops, too heavy. I got too many things. I cook double every night, so I don't have to worry about lunch. I just have to complement it with, I don't know, arugula or other green, but other than that, it's ready. To make my tomato sauce, and the thing is, I don't discard anything from the tomato. I make my tomato sauce with the seeds, with the skin, but I couldn't find organic tomato. And although this is just a micro step, it doesn't solve the problem at all. I'm gonna remove the skin so, I feel a little better, but this is not at all a solution for having a tomato that it's not organic. It's even a good thing because this way I can show you how to remove the skin of the tomato in case you want to remove the skin. But I would say don't remove anything. If you have organic tomatoes, don't remove the skin. First, because the skin doesn't have anything that is dangerous or that is harmful for you. Second, it's easier that way. And third, the skin adds a little more fiber to your dish. Usually I don't remove skins. Vegetables and fruits, they are good. They exist in nature for a reason. But anyways, as I always say, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what to eat. So I'm gonna show you how I remove the skin. It's super easy. First you need to boil water, enough to submerge the tomatoes in it. Then with a small knife, I'm gonna cut a kind of a cross on the edge of the tomato here. Once the water is boiling, I'm gonna submerge the tomatoes for only a minute or 2. And after that, the skins, they will come up so easily. You're going to see it. Actually, I'm gonna show you. potatoes shimmering there so they can embody a little more. I'm gonna make another thing. I got these carrots from Costco. Actually, I usually get them. I always have them here. But this time I had this idea of fermenting them, and that's what I'm gonna do now. The secret here is to have as much carrots as you can, so they kind of get stuck to each other. You have to check. Yeah, it's good. Because this way, when you fill it with the brine, they are not gonna float, and they have to be completely submerged in brine. Yes, I think it's gonna work. Costco, you definitely cannot escape from huge packages. Even this package of carrots that I thought, yeah, it's reasonable. I used them for my fermented carrots, and I still have a bunch of leftovers.
Want early ad-free access to my vlogs, plus educational videos on health and wellness, recipes, yoga classes, and more? Subscribe to my newsletter at lucianacouto.com.
Just realized that I forgot to add the basil, so let's correct that. To make dinner, and tonight I'm gonna make something super simple, and it's so simple that it's even easy to clean after because we don't use a lot of pans. Actually, we don't use any pan. I'm gonna make chicken with potatoes, sweet potatoes. If you can, sweet potatoes, they have more nutrients, more fibers than yellow and white potatoes, but it's totally up to you, your preference. I'm gonna bake sweet potatoes. I'm gonna use part of the carrots left over as well, and I'm gonna bake everything together on a tray. I'm gonna lay a tray with parchment paper, and I'm gonna bake everything in the oven together, and when it's done, you don't have almost anything to clean after.
And while the food is in the oven, let's prep the yogurt so we have a fresh batch ready for tomorrow morning. Thank you for spending the day with me. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. I post vlogs like this 3 times a week. Want early ad-free access to my vlogs, plus educational videos on health and wellness, recipes, yoga classes, and more? Subscribe to my newsletter at lucianacouto.com. I have plenty of vlogs where I take you grocery shopping with me at Costco and other stores. Check out this playlist for more.